Hello, hello everyone. I'm here with Silent Assassin Outdoors. My name is Philip, and the voice you hear is my interpreter. He's a friend of mine as well. We've known each other for a while. His name is Donny, and hopefully, a lot of the hearing audience will come out and listen to what I have to say, but not only my deaf audience. So, this is a good chance to do this example. So glad to have you, Donnie. Thank you, Philip. Um, I'm just here today to answer a few common questions about hog hunting in Texas. Depends on the rifle, the bow, whatever we have to do the hog hunting. So first of all, what people usually ask is like, why do you hog hunt? Specifically, not deer. So when I originally started hunting, right before that moment, I wasn't able to play football anymore because I played football for a while. I had both soldiers uh, operated on. I couldn't play football anymore. I'm used to the high adrenaline, so to speak. Playing football. So deer hunting and other uh, hunts that I feel like that met my need for the adrenaline, and also it's year round as well. It's unlimited, and it you could do anything you want with it. Bow, rifle, just a whole bunch of different things. It's invasive species. That's why it's a year round hunt. So the deer here is really hard to grow a nice rack because there's a lot of people that hunt and they have to find a really exclusive place with a high fence. I really never, went that way with that, the deer hunting, but this is more challenging. It's dangerous as well. I didn't really realize that Texas, uh, mostly it's nighttime, hunts with the hogs, depending, there is some days, but depending on the season, but year round, it's more geared to uh, the nocturnal animals. So when I started with the hog hunting, and I studying the species and trying to figure out the behavior. So I need to know what they do, So I just really important to study that first and what they eat, their sleeping pattern, when they drink, where they bed down. Is it, they're in the shade or is it by water? So just flat land, just so many different various uh, situations where their behaviors are. So um, and also, I'd like to add the thermal, night vision, the scopes. You could see all that at night. There's no houses around, of course, no buildings or anything like that. But that's where you mostly can initialize, the hunt. Not normally the southern trees, the mesquites, and here it's oak, mesquite, those kind of trees. You can't really use the night vision. That's not that well. It's pretty hard to see at night. So my two options, I personally love the bow, compound bow. You can get more up and close and personal, say. So I use the special light, the hog light, and when I first started, I was I was very frustrated. I couldn't see, and the light, the hog lights, and I just struggled with the whole thing for a little bit. I would say, the 10 hunts that I first started hog hunting was they all failed. So I went back to the playbook, so to speak, and how to improve. I am deaf. I can't hear them coming behind me or coming in or anything like that. So I had to change the game plan. So I did the adjustments that I needed to do, and so I sat back. I was like, okay, well, they're very sensitive to scent, to noises, and for me, at that time, I was using the rifle, the crosshairs and my scope. I struggled with that as well. Uh, the night time, there's no lights, and so I finally found my rhythm, my method. So I finally found what that suited me, and I was killing left and right, and it's best to hit it right behind the ear because I want them to drop just like that, just one kill. Because I'm solo hunting, I'd rather them drop right then and there. That way I can see where they're at instead of searching, a scavenger hunt. And plus I can't hear. There could be another one around that could be running after me. I don't know if it's it could be really the hog I shot could be dead or not. But of course the compound bow goes to the heart, of course, but then the bullet goes behind the ear. Okay, and so this is a really efficient light that I use to hog hunt. That I can see, right? I can see everything. I'll show you. It's an infrared that camera. That I'm sorry, the light. And I have this is another light on my bow, as you can see, another infrared light. There's two settings. There's high and low. Let me put this down here. So my rifle has a camera, a light as well, but it's all the same company. You just really have to set it up correctly. Like the best way that I do, I go to the feeder. I put a light under that, and I could see when I added the light to the feeder. I could go back 100 yards, and the cameras, and I can see exactly what's happening there at the feeder. So if I sit in front of the light, I'm not going to be able to see. I can't see the pin. So it's better to face the light out towards the animals, the hogs. That's the best method that I found. So back to the bow. We can. This is for people like who are spot and stalking, and it's not like sit in one place in a blind or up in a tree. So this has really, really, really helped me out. If you're sitting up if you're stationary, you need to turn on the light for the feeder. That's the best option. And also, I like to feed. What I feed the hogs is regular corn, right? So if there's no traffic or anything, I need to draw them in. I attract them in, right? So I mix hog bait with corn. That way, the scent attracts them quicker. A lot of people don't give them credit, right, for being very smart. They are very smart species. I think they're smarter than deer, actually, because I myself have been hunting for over 12 years. I've seen different behaviors with the hogs and then with the deer. And like, I think it's the hogs because after, because you can hunt year round. And so that, deer's behavior, they know when deer season is, it's that same concept, so to speak. So uh, hog season's year round. So there's a lot of people that hunt after hunt for them and not like deer. So after the season, you notice that the behavior starts changing. So it's more approachable. That they can eat. They go around people. Like when it's season, they get scared. They get all frightened and then just leave. Um, this is the actual broadhead that I use for my hunts. It's really a heavy tip. Um, the heavier, the better. Because the hogs do have really thick skin. It's like a shield. Um, so the lighter arrows, we have a problem getting through the skin. This is a lot better. I've noticed it's 200 grain here, and then the outsert is 65 grain, and it's a 300. I think it's 9.2 grams per inch. It's really thin. The grain per inch. Apologies. I really love this bow. I love it for hog hunting. It's really thin. It makes the kill a lot easier. And with that being said, I'd like to let those who are new to the game, hog hunting, and if you guys think it's easy, it's really not. So I recommend if you get someone that's coached you for the first time, that's experienced. So in the dark, it could be quite dangerous. I do carry a 10 millimeter with me for protection, but you just never know. Like I can't hear again, or like and something coming from behind me, and sometimes if the hog's injured, but they see you coming, they still try to get you. They can still hurt you. And also, what's really important is to know your routes. It's best to hunt with two people, right? But here, I just go to the blind. It's okay for me, just for me to go by myself. But of course, I'm very cautious. My eyes. I'm very, very, very aware of my surroundings. Hey, Donnie, you remember that one time that you and I hunted together? Yes, I do. I did not see the hog. No, not the hog hunt. It was turkey and deer. Right, right. And Phyllis saying maybe one day I really want to. He's asking Don if you go with him on a hog hunt. I would love to do that. Yeah. Hog hunting is a lot of fun, just FYI, but you have to be very cautious. You have to respect the animal. You just never know. If you don't respect the animal, you can get, the fatality. You could die. I mean, but we don't know. It's just like any animal that could change on you in an instant. So I think I've covered quite a bit here. It's really important. One more thing, to make sure you practice, practice, practice. Go out during the nighttime and just sit there and just get aware of your surroundings. Mostly, all my kills are at night for hogs. Like if I get one during the day, it's a gift, because it's really rare for me, But nighttime is where it's game on, because they come in quick and they get out very quick. I mean, their behavior is like in and out, like really fast. And also, it depends on the area you're hunting. Like if there's a heavy area of hogs, they hunt a lot of people that are hunting around there. They'll come in and go real quick. So if there's not a lot of hunters, you'll have time to sit there and study the behavior and go in and out. Okay. And also, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching, and thank you very much. And I'll be glad to help if there's any other questions, any comments, any suggestions on, equipment. I don't know about other states, but I'm a Texas guy, so there's no limit here, right? So if there's anything you guys have a question about or where to go, here in Texas, just hit me up. Any social media here, you can leave a message, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Y'all take care and happy hunting. Thank you, Donnie, for your time as well. No problem, Philip.